little silly. I know that. I really know that. Okay. So, I'm working out. It's not too late. It's maybe only 11 right now. But I wanted to talk about this thing I've been thinking about, which is the planets. And it began with wanting to know about the punishment that Saturn brings. I don't have any problem with the idea of punishment because, well, anyway, it doesn't matter. So, my Saturn is in the gate 34 in the line 3, which is machismo. That's funny. Now I'm working out. Here's my machismo. I have to do this. I have too much energy. I have really too much energy. So I'm going backwards. So it starts with the moon. The moon is what drives me. The moon is what drives anybody. My moon, we're talking about my personality now. My moon is in the 50, the line 6. I have to look at my notes. I thought I'd remember. I don't know why I thought so. Okay, here we go. The strength to maintain my values with vigor. I can't read it very well. And continue to have harmonic relationships. Okay, so what that means to me is that when I have a really strong value about something, I can maintain it. I can strongly, sometimes even forcefully, state what I value and what's right for me, and I'm able to do that with people, and I can maintain the harmony rather than turning it into a fight with them, because it's not about, it's very clear to me, it's not about my wanting them to have my value, it's wanting to maintain my own values. Okay. Which leads us very, very well into Venus, which is all about values. My Venus happens to be in the 46, which is all about being dedicated to the body. Here I go again. There we go. I'm feeling very lucky because I'm staying at some friend's house near Valencia, Spain, and they have this machine. So every night I come in here and I work out and I feel really good. I like it a lot. Okay, so dedication to the body, accepting its way. Cool, I love the body. Bodies are cool, I like them all. Now, it's in the line 4, my 46, one of the only 2 fourth lines I have. The other one happens to be in the 29, which is the electromagnetic to the 46. We're not talking about that now. This line is called impact. It's the ability to move from obscurity to influence once recognized. Now I'm finding this one quite interesting because, in a sense, I have a very obscure life. I don't have a home, so I don't have a whole lot of people who know me. So I go to different places every couple of weeks. A week ago I was in Marbella, Spain. I was there for 2 months. That's a long time for me. I'm here for about 2 weeks in Valencia, another week in the next place, another couple of days, another couple of days, another couple of days. I have a whole, a little bit more than a month in London coming up soon. That's amazing. 2 different places, but still. I got off track. Anyway, so I can live a very obscure life. I spend most of my time walking around wherever I am and taking photos. You may have seen my photos. I love it. I love it. I love it. I know I love a place when I just, everywhere I turn, I see another photo to take. So obscurity can become influence when I'm recognized. And that's just, I have no control over that. I have no choice about it. There's just, if I'm recognized, I can stand with influence, and I can see it. I can see the influence I have on people that I stay with quite often. Not because I try to, but because it's something that I can bring. Now, on our way toward Saturn, we come to Jupiter. Jupiter in your chart is where the law is. So values are, your personal values are held with Venus, and then you take those personal values and they become the law with Jupiter. And interestingly, my Jupiter is in the gate 6, the line 2, and it is the ability to maximize an inferior position through timely contact and withdrawal. Kind of like very similar, right? So, what I find, so I have the whole 59-6. So I spend my life either pet sitting, so I'm living in people's homes by myself, taking care of their home and their pets, or I'm staying with friends. When I stay with friends, I'm often like in this position of being someone's best friend for a while. Partly because, you know, it's intimate to live with someone, but also because I am a best friend kind of person. I have the 59-6. I can bond easily. I can bond quickly. I can create a sense of intimate connection with people. And what I have noticed over the years of doing this, I've been without a home of my own for 12 years now, is that people like it until they don't. So often, like I can think of the last few places I went, even I became like a girlfriend to the woman I was staying with, and it's lovely and yummy, and you know, we look at each other's clothes and try things on and do all those girlfriendy things. But because not everyone has the 59-6, not everyone is accustomed to that level of intimacy all the time. And so I've learned that it's important for me to find those moments, whether it's, okay, I think I'm going to go out for the day and not be penetrating your aura, busting through your aura with my 59-6 to give some space, and it suits me. You know, I'm almost always ready to take a break because I'm a third line. I'm a 3-5, so I like breaking bonds. I like breaking them and making them and breaking them and making them. So it can be just one day to the next, 1 hour to the next, and it can also be a matter of, okay, it's time for me to go. We're having great fun, and I'm going to miss you, and you can miss me too, and but it's time for me to go. And so it's that timely contact, come in and withdraw, that I guess offers me the opportunity to go from an inferior position, someone with very little money, not a home of my own, very few possessions, you know, always kind of looking for how I'm going to survive within that milieu, to being actually someone who has influence. I bring human design awareness. I often clean people's houses, not like clean out their, you know, like scrub the floors, but clean out their cupboards and help them move through getting rid of stuff and organizing things. So it's like this influence I bring for them to move in their life in a way that's got a clearer path, I'd say, before them. And then we come to Saturn, which is kind of like the opposite. It's machismo. So it's the line 34, the power to empower. I see it in me. I can empower people. And, you know, machismo it's not really lovely. Let's see what it says. The display of power that defines any role to enhance survival success. Well, I like that. I like surviving. It's a little bit in question with me a lot of the time because I have an open spleen. The third line, this is a little tidbit which I like. Third lines prepare the ground for the transpersonal process, which comes in the 4, 5, 6, actually the 5 and 6. When push becomes shove, these people can take a stand. You know, which kind of goes back to my values. I can maintain my values. I can take a stand so that push doesn't have to become shove. If you know that phrase, if you know that saying. I can't read it without my glasses. Oh, I just wrote down that this resonates with the common sense power of the sixth line, because or harmonizes actually, because the third line harmonizes with the sixth. So I'm going back to my thoughts of where am I punished by Saturn when I'm not living according to my values. So I think in a lot of ways I have very much come to an acceptance of my inferior position. And as I allow myself to accept the inferior position without thinking I am inferior, then I'm just humble. I'm just me. I'm like modest and going about being myself, and I don't have to prove anything. Nice. I heard myself, oh my God, this is an aside. I heard my mind trying to prove to me, I guess, I don't know who was trying, because I wasn't talking to anybody. I heard my mind trying to prove that it didn't have any willpower. Something like that. Was like, I'm really crazy. I'm trying to prove I don't have an ego now. It's like my mind is actually really quite adorable, because it wants very much to figure out human design so it can do something with it for me, for the body. It's like it wants to do it right. My mind really wants to help me. Anyway, that was an aside. So, to encapsulate what I think I've been saying and hopefully have been saying, when I maintain my humble, modest, inferior position whilst allowing myself to be recognized or not, coming forth naturally through response to bring influence, then when it's time for me to stand up for my values, or to stand up in any situation with that fuerza that I do have inherent in my being, it comes about naturally and it works out, rather than pushing people away and alienating them and just being like some kind of macho asshole, which I also have been. Okay. That's my tidbit for today. I'm going now to do the rest of my workout. Bye.